So in this video, we will learn how to send SMS on DEAR Inventory Invoice Authorization. Now suppose guys you are using DEAR Inventory to manage all your inventory related tasks, sales, purchases and all. And you want then whenever you approve or authorize an invoice in DEAR Inventory, you want to send an SMS to your team members or to your customers whose invoice you have approved. Now guys, you can completely automate this process, and the trigger of this automation will be approving or authorizing the invoice in DEAR Inventory, and the action will be sending the SMS to the customer or your team members whoever invoice you have approved. Now guys, how you can set up this automation? To know this, you have to come with me to my screen.
Okay, so first of all, we will go to our browser and search for pabbly.com/connect. And after reaching to the landing page of Pabbly Connect, by clicking on sign up free, you can create your free Pabbly Connect account in just 2 minutes. Or if you already have an account, just click on sign in. So I will sign to my own Pabbly Connect account. And after signing in, we will reach to this all apps page of Pabbly. Here we just have to click on access now below Pabbly Connect. And now we can see that we have reached to Pabbly Connect's dashboard. In this dashboard, just click on create workflow and give this workflow a name. For example, I would like to name my workflow as DEAR Inventory to Twilio and click on create. And now we can see that our workflow is open over here. So in this workflow, we have two different windows. First one is trigger window, second one is action window. So triggers and actions are basically those two concepts, those two principles on which this whole automation works on, where the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. So let's begin with the trigger window. So the idea here is first we have to connect our DEAR Inventory account with Pabbly Connect. So every time we authorize a new invoice of sales in DEAR Inventory, we should get the details of that invoice authorization from DEAR Inventory in Pabbly Connect. Then after that, using Pabbly Connect and Twilio, we will send the SMS to the customers whose invoice we have authorized. So let's begin. So here in trigger window, in choose app, we will first search for DEAR Inventory. Select DEAR Inventory. And after that, in trigger event from the drop down, we have to select Sale Invoice Authorize because we want to get the data for this event. Then just click on Connect, select Add New Connection. And now guys, here we have to connect our DEAR Inventory account with Pabbly Connect. And to make this connection, we require three important things from our DEAR Inventory account: account ID, application key, and the domain. Now how we are going to get these details? Now to get the account ID and application key, you just have to follow the help text given below over here. So to get these two details, just go to the dashboard of your DEAR Inventory account, and on the left side, we can see several options, out of which there is an option named as Integrations. Click on Integrations. And after clicking on Integrations, just click on API over here. And then click on this DEAR API. So here guys, what we have to do, we have to basically create a new application over here. Just click on this plus button, give this application a name, for example, Papcon. I am naming it as Papcon, and click on create. And that is it. We have created a new application, a new API application in our DEAR Inventory account. And we have received the account ID and account key as well. So just copy this account ID from here, go to Pabbly Connect and paste it over here. Then after that, we just have to go back to DEAR Inventory, copy this key from here, just copy it, go to Pabbly Connect and paste it over here as well. And after entering account ID and application key, it is asking us for the domain. Now to get the domain of your DEAR Inventory account, just go to your account, and here in the URL section, before .com, means till.com basically, this is the domain of our DEAR Inventory account. Just copy this domain, go to Pabbly Connect and paste it over here. And we have to remove this https:// from here. So basically this is the domain of our DEAR Inventory account. So after https and till.com. So after entering all of these details, just click on save. And now we can see that our DEAR Inventory account gets connected with Pabbly Connect. After making this connection, click on save and send test request. And now we can see that it has changed to waiting for response, which means Pabbly Connect is waiting to get some response, some data of new invoice authorization from DEAR Inventory. So what we are going to do, we are going to visit our DEAR Inventory account, go to sales and simple sales. And here we are going to authorize an invoice. Okay, so here in this new sale invoice page, let's select a customer. For example, this dummy customer, this is the dummy contact person. Let's select the location as, for example, main warehouse. Let's enter the mobile number of this customer. After that, we will just scroll down and here we are going to create an invoice. So let me just start by creating a code. Let me add a product over here. Let's add a product from the drop down. For example, I have several different products. Let's add these gloves. For example, the quantity is 10. Click on authorize. Now we have authorized this product or this code. Basically, let's go to order section, just copy from code and authorize it as well. So right now you will see that I have an invoice, a sales invoice in my DEAR Inventory account in this invoice section. So this is the invoice. And we want that as we click on authorize, as we authorize this invoice, automatically the details of this invoice authorization should be captured inside Pabbly Connect. So whenever we will be authorizing an invoice of our sales, automatically an SMS should be sent using this automation to the customer. So let's click on authorize over here and that is it. So just now you can see that we have authorized an invoice in our DEAR Inventory account. And we will see as we click on authorize, the details of this invoice authorization will be captured inside Pabbly Connect. So let's wait for a few seconds till we capture this response. And yes guys, within few seconds now we can see that we have received some response. And in this response, we will see all the details of the invoice which we have just now authorized. So we have the task ID, the sales task ID, we have the order number, we also have the invoice number, we have the name of the customer whose invoice we have authorized. We have the name of the contact person, email address of contact, then we will scroll down and we can see these details. So right now here, whenever a new invoice will be authorized, we will get this response in Pabbly Connect. Now after this guys, what we are missing over here is the contact details of the person. Like we want to update the customer by sending them an SMS, but we haven't received the SMS, the number of the person, the mobile number of the person of the customer whose invoice we have authorized. So to get those details, what we have to do, we have to scroll down and click on this action button over here. And here in choose app, once again, we'll search for DEAR Inventory. And after that, in action event from the drop down, we have to get the details of getting the customer's details. For example, we will scroll down and we will select this action event as find customer. Then just click on connect. And then because we have connected our DEAR Inventory account in the previous step in this automation workflow, so we will be selecting existing connection and just click on save. So guys, using the name of the customer, as you can see, it is asking us for the customer name. So using the name of the customer, which we have received from trigger response from DEAR Inventory of a new sales invoice authorization, using this customer name, we will be getting the details of this customer. Now what we have to do, we have to map this same customer name over here in this customer name field. And what is this mapping? So guys, the process of mapping is very simple. Simply click on this field and in the drop down below, you can see all the responses which we have received from DEAR Inventory can be seen over here. And out of all of these responses, select the response of customer name from the drop down and it will be mapped over here. And after mapping it, just click on save and send test request. Now when we click on save and send test request, we can see that we have received some response over here. And in this response, you will find all the details of this customer, the same customer whose invoice we have authorized in DEAR Inventory just now. So when we will scroll down to these responses, we will see all the details of the customer. It's like we have the name of the contact person, last modified that at last time when the customer was modified, and also we will be receiving the mobile number. And we were looking for this mobile number as well. So we have received the data of new sales invoice being authorized in DEAR Inventory, and also we have the mobile number of the customer whose invoice we have authorized. Now what we have to do, we have to finally send the SMS. So to send the SMS, we will scroll down and click on this add action step button over here. And then here in choose app, we will search for Twilio. Select Twilio. Then in action event from the drop down, select send SMS message and click on connect. Select add new connection. And here guys, we have to connect our Twilio account to send the SMS. Now guys, to connect our Twilio account with Pabbly Connect, it is asking us for the account SID, authorization token and account SID once again. Now you must be thinking how we are going to get these details like the account SID and authorization token of our Twilio account. Now to get these details, first we have to go to the home page of our Twilio account. So this is the home page of my Twilio account, and when we will scroll down on this home page, you can see the account SID and authorization token. Just copy this account SID of your Twilio account, go to Pabbly Connect's connection window and paste it over here. And one second over here as well. Then go back to Twilio, copy this authorization token as well, go to Pabbly Connect and paste it over here. And after entering both of these details, just click on Save. And that is it. Now we can see that we have successfully connected our Twilio account with Pabbly Connect. Now guys, next thing it is asking us is the body of the SMS. That what is the SMS which we want to send. So we want to send a confirmation update to the customers that their sales invoice has been authorized. So here from this response, we have the mobile number of the customer on which we want to send the SMS. Then we will scroll down to a trigger response and we will be having the invoice ID, the ID of the invoice which we have authorized. So what we are going to do, we are going to send this invoice ID and a message to the customer. Now what we have to do is just draft the message, the SMS, the body of the SMS over here. So I want my SMS to be hello. And after hello, I wanted to mention the name of the customer. So from DEAR Inventory in responses, we have received the name of the customer. So from the drop down, once again, we will map the name of the customer over here. Then I want my message to be congratulations, your invoice, and in bracket I want to mention the invoice ID which we have authorized. So this is the invoice number. Your invoice, this invoice has been successfully authorized. Okay, so this is just a simple message which I want to send. So I want my SMS to be hello, and after hello, we will be mentioning the name of the customer. Congratulations, your invoice and then the invoice ID has been successfully authorized. Thank you. So this is just a simple message, but if you want, you can basically create any SMS body of your choice. You can say send any SMS of your choice using this. Then the next thing it is asking us is the sender number. Now guys, here you must be thinking how we are going to get the sender's number. So to get the sender's number of your Twilio account, just go back to Twilio and here you can see my Twilio phone number. So this is the sender's number. Just copy it from here and paste it over here. After pasting your sender number, the next thing it is asking us is the recipient number. So here in recipient number, we want to mention the mobile number of the customer on which we want to send this SMS. So we have received the mobile number in the next step, in the second step basically, where we have received the customer details. So from this, we have to basically map the same number over here. And as we all know, the process of mapping is very simple. Simply click on this field and from the drop down from the action step of DEAR Inventory Find Customer, we have received the mobile number. So we will scroll down to these responses and let's search. And this is the response of the mobile number. Just select this response and the mobile number of the customer will be mapped over here. Then the help text below it says enter the contact number of the recipient, example this. So the example over here shows that we have to actually mention the country code, the plus sign and the country code as well with the 10 digits mobile number. So we haven't received the country code with the plus sign of the mobile number, customer's mobile number from DEAR Inventory. So here I have manually entered the +91, basically the country code of India over here before it and then the 10 digit mobile number. And after that, just click on Save and Send Test Request. Now, when we click on Save and Send Test Request, we can see that we have received some response over here. And this is a positive response. This response seems to be a positive response to us. This response shows that the SMS which we have created over here is now sent to this number. So let's check the SMS inbox of this number. And yes, now we can see that as you see on your screen, we have received the SMS which says, hello dummy customers, means the name of the same customer whose invoice we have authorized in DEAR Inventory. Congratulations. Okay. Okay, the spelling of congratulations is not correct. Let me correct it. Okay, congratulations, your invoice, and we have the invoice number, has been successfully authorized. Thank you. So this is the same number which we have created, which we have drafted over here. So sorry for the spelling mistake, guys. Let me just correct it, and we have saved it. So guys, here we can see that the automation which we have created in this video is working perfectly fine. So guys, now let's understand in brief that what are the steps we followed to set up this automation. So first, we have created this workflow in Pabbly Connect, and in this workflow, we have selected DEAR Inventory as a trigger application and Sales Invoice Authorized was our trigger event. Then we have connected our DEAR Inventory account with Pabbly Connect, and we have basically authorized a test invoice, a dummy invoice in our DEAR Inventory account, so that the data or the response of invoice authorization can be received in Pabbly Connect. Then after that, we have received that data, but in that data, we haven't received the complete details of the contact person or the customer to whom we want to update or send an SMS. So in the next step of DEAR Inventory in Pabbly Connect workflow, that is find customer, we have retrieved the details of the customer whose invoice we have authorized. And at last, we have sent all of these details to Twilio, so that using Twilio, we can send a SMS to the customer whenever their sales invoice has been authorized. So not just these applications, guys, you can basically connect plenty of other applications using Pabbly Connect. And guys, one more important thing, you will find the clone link of the same workflow in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can clone the same workflow into your own Pabbly Connect account and use this workflow for free.
If you need any kind of help or have any queries, you can ask them on forum.pabbly.com, and you can check Pabbly Connect's pricing at this link. So if this video was helpful to you, you can like this video, don't forget to share it with others, and to keep getting such content on automation and integration, you can subscribe to Pabbly. Thank you, have a nice day.